Do-do-do.
We are here today with Genghis Khan, a true warrior. Thank you, Mr. Khan, for being here today to take your time to have an interview. Shall we start? Alright. Why didn't you trust your relatives?
I didn't trust my family in a military position because I was extremely paranoid that they were trying to overthrow me or exploit some influence over me. I will admit I threatened to execute about a dozen of my family members because of this.
Oh. I see. Very interesting. Let's move on to the next question. What was the hunting game?
It was a military drill that taught my soldiers the virtues of working and acting as a part of a large single entity. The hunting exercises were held during the winter for 3 months, and every soldier must participate. There were many different methods on the attack point, and I looked at each soldier expecting some of them to impress me with their skills.
Oh, that's very interesting. Can you please describe to me the life of a typical soldier?
All men that were over the age of 14 were expected to take military duty. Their wives and children were expected to follow. A simple unit meant being in a group of 100 men. Every one of my soldiers were expected to keep their equipment up to date. If they failed to do so, they would be sent home as a punishment. I had very high expectations for my men.
I see. What are some of your future plans for Mongolia?
Well, I wanted my sons, Ogadai and Chilui, to continue the war against the Qin after I passed away. I recall saying, a deed is not glorious until it is finished. I hope they would follow through. I also hope my people wouldn't forget about me and everything I have done for my men and the entire empire. I gave my people a lot and felt I deserved to be remembered.
What was sent to Samarkand?
I sent 3 envoys bearing magnificent gifts of gold, jade, ivory, ornaments, and cloaks spun from the wool of white camels. These gifts were very expensive. I also sent a letter to Khwarazm Shah.
What did you say in the letter?
I basically stated that I understand the power of his empire and I look after him as a brother. I informed him of everything I've conquered and said I didn't have needs for any more land. At the end I suggested both of our empires should become trading allies.
And why did you say this?
I wanted to tell him that I was the Lord of the East. He thought it would be a great benefit for both empires to trade.
Can you please discuss a little bit of your childhood with me?
It was very traumatic because my father's men deserted me and the rest of my family after my father's death. I was left to fend for myself. I learned the only reliable support was that what grew out of my own personal following. This affected my entire life. I had a huge plan for my future.
Oh, I see.